guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all my favorite products for the month of April. April flew by so fast. I cannot believe it's already May. I have quite a few products to talk about today. Some of them are newer, some of them I've just really been loving. So let's just into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to talk about is a primer. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. This stuff is great. It's amazing. I love smoothing it underneath of any foundation. It really just evens out my skin. It makes my pores significantly smaller looking. Of course, it doesn't minimize them like a skincare benefit would, but it does make my foundation go on a lot smoother than it usually does. Pat this in my T-zone and then I'll go in with like a different primer all around the face. I've been using the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer for the rest of my face just to give myself an all-over glow. I've been loving the all-over glowy look for summer, so those are the primers that I wanted to talk about. And then moving on to color correcting, I wanted to talk about the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Color Corrector, and this is for dark circles. Now what I do is I'll pat on my concealer and then I'll just take this guy and dip my finger into the sponge. It is a sponge product, so I'll just dip my finger in there and then I'll pat it on top of my concealer and then blend it out with my beauty blender, and it just gives the most perfect look to your under eyes. Let not see your dark circles through this. It is amazing. Probably the best dark circle corrector I've ever tried. The formula is great. It's not too heavy. It's nice and lightweight, but yet it still covers the dark circles, which is what I need. So since we are talking about concealer, I'm just going to mention my concealer favorite for the month, and it is the Tarte Shape Tape. Now, I have been testing other concealers this month, and I actually have another concealer favorite, so I have two this month. I've been testing a different concealer all month because I'm almost out of this. Like, I'm scraping the bottom of the bottle concealer, and I just noticed throughout the day that my concealer is just not as good as it usually is whenever I wear this. Just noticed that more creasing is happening under my eyes, and that's why I just really want to go back to using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer because it's amazing and doesn't crease. It always looks good under my eyes, so I will be repurchasing it very soon. Other concealer that I wanted to mention is the Maybelline Super Stay Better Skin Concealer. This stuff is amazing. For drugstore quality, it is the bomb. Like, it does crease on me a tiny bit, like just in right under my eyes, so I don't even really notice it that much, but whenever I do go to the bathroom and touch up my makeup, I just kind of pat it out with my finger and it's fine. Overall, this is a great concealer. It's very affordable, so I highly recommend this if you are looking for a good drugstore concealer. And then I have two foundation favorites this month. The first one I'm just going to talk about really quick. It's the Clinique Beyond Perfecting 2-in-1 Foundation. You guys know I love this. I talked about this in my last favorites video for last month, and it still has been on my face almost every single day. I wear it all the time. I always recommend this to clients, and I just think it is a fantastic foundation. It doesn't have SPF, which is the only thing that bugs me about it. I wish it would have SPF so I would feel better about using it every single day, because I just want as much sun protection as I can get. Even though I do use a moisturizer with sunscreen in it, SPF is only good for 2 hours, so I want to make sure that I have, you know, the maximum amount of sunscreen that I can have on my skin throughout the day. So they do make this in a sunscreen formula, but we don't carry it at our store, which is very disappointing because I would love to try it. But yes, this is a favorite of mine. The other foundation favorite for this month is the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. This stuff is absolutely gorgeous, and it is so easy to apply. You just flip it open and it's a cushion. I love to dab my beauty blender in this, or my L'Oreal sponge. I don't really use the beauty blenders that much, but I'll dab my L'Oreal sponge in this and just apply it all over my face. It gives my complexion the most gorgeous airbrush appearance, and I love it. It's so glowy, so dewy, perfect for summer. It doesn't have SPF either, but I just think it is so pretty, and now that I'm a little bit more tan, I can actually wear it, because you guys may have saw my other video where I tested this out and it was very orange on my skin, but we got that figured out now. This stuff is great. I highly recommend going and picking it up. Okay, then for setting powder, I have been, just to set my whole face, not under the eyes, I just used the Anastasia to set under my eyes as usual. I have two, again, that I want to talk about. The first one is the Wet n Wild pressed powder, and this is in the shade Warm Beige. This is the Photo Focus line. And this stuff is so good. Like, if I go in with a foundation that's a little bit too light for me, like right now the Clinique foundation is just a hair too light for me, I'll just go in and warm up the skin with this, and it sets my face perfectly. It doesn't crease up in my smile lines, which is something you guys know I look for in a powder foundation, and it just gives me the most beautiful coverage. It is that photo focus range, so it's perfect for pictures. It just smooths over your face and leaves it looking very nice. Just gorgeous. I love this powder. And then you guys know I couldn't go a video without talking about my e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder, and this is just a translucent. I have hit pan on it officially, and I just love this. If I have a darker foundation, like I know sometimes you don't get the perfect shade because you can't, in the drugstore, which is mainly where I shop, you can't really determine what shade you're gonna need. So sometimes you get one that's just a hair too dark, sometimes you get one that's a hair too light, which is why I use the differing setting powders in order to get my perfect shade. It is harder, of course, during the summer also to get your perfect shade because you're always outside, tanning, that sort of thing. So I just find that it's better to either have a lighter setting powder like this or a darker one like the Wet n Wild, just so you can get your perfect match. But overall, this is great. It doesn't settle into my smile lines, just like with that powder. It leaves my skin airbrushed and flawless, so I have to talk about this guy. Two bronzing powders that I want to talk about. I'm just going to get the doubles over with so that we can move on. First one is what I've been using a lot for contouring. So I just want to mention this shade in the Anastasia Contour Kit. It is a very cool toned bronzer, and I've just been using this with my Revlon blush brush, and I've just been chiseling out my cheeks. It's perfect. The most perfect bronzer that I own for contouring, so I've really been digging into this guy. The other bronzer that I wanted to tell you guys about is going to be no surprise at all, and it is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It's just a gray tone bronzer as well. It does pull a little bit more on the orange side than the Anastasia bronzer does, so I've just been taking my e.l.f. Kabuki brush and swirling this all over my face just to give me that nice bronze goddess look. So I've really been loving this, and I had to throw it in here. And then for blush, I just have one product that I want to talk about, and it is the BH Cosmetics Professional Blush Kit. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on my channel, but you guys, these blushes are so incredibly amazing. I've been using this one a lot. As you can see, it's dug into a little bit. It's just a really, really gorgeous coral shade, and it's perfect for any look that I want to go for. I've also used this one quite a bit, and this one over here. All of these shades, I haven't truly used them all. I haven't used the bronzers in here, or this apricot or this more orange shade, but I think that they are still amazing blushes. The quality is there. BH Cosmetics and is amazing for their quality, and they're so affordable. I find them at my local TJ Maxx a lot, and I know that Ulta carries them. So definitely go this up wherever you can get it. I love BH Cosmetics, and I think that these are some really amazing blushes that are definitely worth your money. Okay, and then the last product for the face that I want to talk about is, ta-da! This is the Casey Holmes and Smashbox collab. This is the Pearl palette, and it is absolutely stunning. These shades are so absolutely perfect. I'm wearing it today on my cheeks. I actually just got it over this past weekend, but I could not talk about it because it's that good. This has just stole the highlighting show. For me, I love it. I can't get enough. I'm like addicted to this. This makes me want to do my makeup every single day because of how freaking gorgeous it is. So if you're wondering what the highlight that I have on today, okay, so I have on Get Up Pearl, which is the middle shade, on the bottom of my highlight, and then I have Turn It On Pearl on top, and it's the perfect combination for highlighting. It's just so pretty and it glides on so smoothly. She did an amazing job with Smashbox on these, and I think that this is going to be my new favorite highlight for a while, so be prepared to see it in a future video. I only have a couple of eye products, so the first thing that I want to talk about is this L'Oreal Magic Decrease eyeshadow base. This stuff is amazing for the drugstore. It reminds me of the NARS Decrease eyeshadow primer. You guys know I love that primer so much, but I did run out of it and I didn't repurchase it because I ain't got the money, honey, but I went and bought this, and this is very, very, very similar. The only difference is this is colored and the NARS one is white. That is literally the only difference. For my oily eyelids, this keeps my eyeshadow from budging all day long. This stuff is amazing for the drugstore. It's very affordable, and I highly recommend you going and picking it up. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is the only eyebrow product that I have this month because I ran out of my Maybelline Brow Precise and I just haven't repurchased it yet. I've been using up the L'Oreal one and it's just not the same. Only other product that I've been loving for my brows is the Benefit Ready Set Brow. This stuff is amazing. It's just a clear brow gel. It sets your eyebrows in place. Once you put this on, those brows ain't going anywhere. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in my last month's favorite, but I've still been really, really loving it, and I highly recommend it, as I do with everything in this video. I don't know why I keep saying that. Next 3 eye products that I want to talk about. 2 of them are liners, so let's just go ahead and get with those. First is this Tarte Eye Jewels Glitter Liner. This stuff is so stinking pretty. I've been using this a lot for like a glitter cut crease, and it's just so opaque and so beautiful. You guys may have seen me use it in my last tutorial, my prom makeup tutorial. If you haven't gone and seen that video, I will link it in the bottom bar. Go check it out. It's very opaque for a glitter, so I've really, really been loving this. My battery's flashing, it's about to die. Okay, the next liner that I want to talk about is the NYX Epic Ink Liner, and this is just a black liner. This has been replacing my Kat Von D liner a lot. The only thing that I don't like it for is a wing. Like if I want a really, really sharp and defined wing, then I will use the Kat Von D liner, but for everyday use, I've been using this guy a lot and I really love it. The mascara favorite that I have for this month is the Clinique High Impact Mascara. I really want to say that this is a lot like the Benefit Roller Lash. Comment down below if you guys agree with me, but this just reminds me a lot of the Benefit Roller Lash. I never really gave it a chance before. I just kind of got a sample of it and used it once or twice, never really thought anything of it. Kind of got new things and like my Benefit and everything and kind of forgot about it. But since I started working at Clinique, I got this and it has been amazing for my lashes. It gives me volume, it gives me lift, it gives me curl, which is everything that I need. I need curl and I need volume. So this has been working great for me and I love it. The last 2 things are lip products. The first are these Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Liquid Lips, and I have here Pink Really Hard, which is the shade that I'm wearing today, and I have Coral Corruption. These are some of the most comfortable liquid lips I've ever used before, as well as this next product that I'm going to talk about. These I can wear all day long. They don't feel too drying. I can get away with wearing them while I'm at work. I throw a gloss over them. They're great. They don't go anywhere. Even if I eat, they don't transfer down here, which is something that is key for me because usually liquid lips will be like all up here and I'll look crazy. but these don't do that at all. They are great, and they fade really nicely even if you do eat, so it's not like your lips are looking crazy. You can just go touch it up after you eat and they're perfect. Last product that I want to give a shout out to is the Rimmel London. This is their Provocalips Kiss Proof Lip Color. This is a liquid lip also. It has the lipstick on this side and then a gloss on this side, and this stuff, just like with the liquid catsuits, does not go anywhere. It will not budge all day. I wore this for a good 8 or 10 hours and it wore perfectly. Like, I didn't even touch it up at all. It wore perfectly. I haven't really played around with it that much just because this color isn't something that I wear every single day, but I will be purchasing more of these and hopefully using them every single day because they're great. Okay guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below so you don't miss any more of my videos. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, I will have them all listed around on the screen somewhere and also in the description box below. Also, I just started a vlog channel, so if you guys want to see my vlogs, then go follow me on there as well. That is it for today. I hope you all are having an amazing week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!